Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this session, we are going to discuss about the Bootstrap grid system, or simply we can say Bootstrap grid layout. So in the previous video, I have described about the use of Bootstrap and how to use the Bootstrap framework in order to apply the designs in the HTML pages. So let's see how the grid layout should be used in the Bootstrap. So first of all, we need to know how the grid layout, or what is a Bootstrap grid layout used for. So Bootstrap grid system has four classes, as we can see here. It is showing HS, SM, MD and LG. So what does this mean? These are the specifications, or screen size specifications for the particular devices. We have many devices which have same purposes like mobile, laptops, tablets, desktops and many. So each device has particular screen size, right? So different devices have different device screen sizes. So this Bootstrap, the advantage of Bootstrap is that, as I told in the earlier video, it is a responsive framework. So as a part of that, they have given us these kind of specifications to develop a web application according to our wish. So what does this HS, SM, MD, LG and all? HS means extra small, which means extra small devices. Examples are phones, which will have less than 768 pixels. It is too small. So we need to apply this HS class in order to develop a layout according to that device. So that is the purpose of HS. So like same, we need to use SM for tablets, small devices, MD for small laptops, and LG for bigger screens or bigger laptops or bigger desktops. So this is the purpose of these four classes. Uh, and some Bootstrap grid system rules are given here. This is a grid system, right? So there is some rules we need to follow in order to create a grid layout. So first thing we need to follow is to create a class container. Inside that container class, we can develop our layout according to our wish. It means that there are two types. We can either develop a grid layout in a container class, or we can do it in a container fluid. The purpose of these two classes is same, but the difference is that both will create the layout, but the container class will be creating the layout according to a restricted size or restricted width, that is, it's showing fixed width. But in the case of container fluid, it will create the layout full according to our wish in a full width. It will have maximum width when compared to container. So this is the difference between container class and container fluid class. And inside the container, we will need to develop a row class, and inside a row we need to create a column. Based on this, a grid layout will be developed in a HTML page. And another important thing is that I said that each container will contain a different number of rows, and these rows will contain different number of columns. So one important thing we need to know that is each row contains maximum number of 12 columns, which means that uh, the maximum number of columns available in Bootstrap for a particular row is 12. And inside that 12 number of columns, we can split any type of layout into different ways, which means we can divide the 12 into 12 columns, which means each of size 1. If we want another way, we can do it either, and I will show you now how it will be implementing in the web pages. So this is the idea about the Bootstrap grid layout in the web pages. So now we can implement it. So first thing we need to do is create a div class of container. We first see how the container class works, then we can move on to container fluid. So we have created a container class. As I told earlier, we need to create a container class, and then inside the container class we need to create a row class. Inside a row we need to create the column we need to create as per the layout purpose. So I am giving call. It means in Bootstrap 4 we just need to give the call class. Inside the call class we need to give 1, and I will copy this, and I need to create a three type of these columns. Just paste it and name it as 2 3. uh, yes, 3. So on running this I can see what is happening. See, 1 2 3, we can see of 1 2 3 are in equal sizes. This it means that the one has moved 4 columns apart, and 2 another 4 columns apart from 1, and 3 similar to that moved apart from 2 of 4 size, so that the contents are moved right now. So in order to understand the backend or background, we can set a background color using a style, so that we can understand more easily how it works. I will show you now. For that we need to add a style. I am doing this because we can understand how this works in an easy manner. So I am giving a selector name as design. In design I need to give a background color. Let it be silver. Any color you can give. Next I want to give a minimum, sorry, I need to give a margin in order to have a gap between each columns. I'm giving it as 3 pixel, and also giving a minimum height, the height of the layout. I'm giving as 3 em. Now I have created the selector class. So in order to apply it in the columns, we need to include that selector with the design, with the class call. Need to give the design in each columns. We are giving it in each columns in order to understand how it works in each columns. Now I have created that design or a design selector using a CSS. Now it looks like this. We can see that now using background color we can able to understand how much space it is using. See, this is the number of area or space one is using. First column is using, 2 and 3 are using same amount of columns, and it has not been touching the border of the screen. That is where the difference comes when we using container class and container fluid class. See, uh, it has been restricted to a particular screen size. This is because we are using a container class, and if we try to use the container fluid, we can see what happens. I am using container fluid now. So see what is the difference. See, it has been changed. These 3 columns have been fully settled to our screen size. So that is what I have told earlier. Container class will have a restricted width size, whereas container fluid will have a full width. It will be completely integrated into our screen size. So that is the difference, a major difference between container class and container fluid class. So this is the case of equal size. We are giving call for 3 columns. So we will have a doubt that how these columns are being uh, given the size automatically. That is, we have told that there are maximum number of columns is 12 per row. So we will have a same question how it is happening. So when providing call, it will automatically split the number of columns according to the total number. So here I have given 3 columns. So we know that total number of columns is 12. So when we are given like this, it will automatically divide the 12 columns into 3 columns. like 12 by 3, so that each column will have a size of 4, right? That is how this column works. So this is the case of similar or equal number of columns. So what if there are we need to specify different way for each column. For that we need to give the size. Here I need to, sorry, here I need to 3. Here I am giving 4. Here I am giving 3. So now we can add the total 3 plus 4 plus 3, which is 10. So we are using 10 columns of the 12. So what will be the difference? Sorry, I have not saved it. On saving it, we can see what happens. See, the size has been reduced because this one uses 3 size 3 size 3 for first one, second one uses the 4, and third one also uses 3. Remaining 2 as not used, so it is a blank space. So this is how the column works. This is the size 2 which has been provided blank because we are not given anything for that particular row size, column size. So this is a case of how it includes in the 12. So what if we provide the column number in a particular row which exceeds the size of 12? Here I am giving 6 and 4 and 5 or 6, anything. So now the total has become 6 plus 4 plus 6, 16. So it is not 12, right? So what will be the difference? We can experience it right here. See, it has come to next row, which means that if it cannot include the rows within 12 in the same row, then it will move that particular row which cannot be included in the same row into a next row. So this is the working of columns in the grid layout, which can be developed using a Bootstrap. I hope you understand this. So I hope you guys understand the concept of grid layout in Bootstrap and how to implement the concept of grid in the Bootstrap in the web pages. So if you like this video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe in order to get the updates about this channel. And if you have any clarification needed about this video, please provide a feedback or please provide your comment in the comment box. So have a nice day. Thank you.